I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind?
Hello everyone, welcome back to our K-pop news channel. Today we will be discussing a leak of a major project that has truly shocked the Korean entertainment world. A secret film being worked on by BTS's V or Kim Taehyung, with full support from HYBE and incredible collaboration from various big names in the art world. This shocking information first emerged from an inside source who leaked that Taehyung had asked for official permission from HYBE long before the project was announced to the public. This is not a casual project or a small experiment. This is a big step, arranged with full planning, professional presentation, and visual design that left HYBE executives in awe. And the most surprising thing? Taehyung will be directing this project with Park Chan-wook, the legendary Korean director behind masterpieces like Oldboy and Decision to Leave. In the world of film, this is the equivalent of collaborating with a maestro. But the collaboration doesn't stop there. Taehyung also collaborated with Peggy Go, a world-renowned DJ and electronic music producer from South Korea, and Jo Sun-jong, a classical pianist known for her emotional and touching playing. The two not only provided the music, but also appeared as characters in the film. Peggy Go will be the music director, combining modern electronic music with Jo Sun's classical touch. This combination creates a clash of genres that has never been tried before in Korean cinema. This project has even been called the most daring cinematic experiment in Asian film history. Taehyung's artistic vision. In an internal HYBE meeting, Taehyung is said to have presented this project with a storyboard, visual references, and even an early music score sketch. His presentation was so mature that HYBE's top brass did not hesitate to give the green light and even fund the early stages of its development. More than just a personal project, this is a strategic move by HYBE to pave the way for BTS members' solo expressions after the main group's promotional period slowly subsided. And Taehyung seems to be the pioneer of this new wave. The film is set to premiere at major world festivals, including Sundance and Cannes. This means that not only K-pop fans, but also the international cinema community will witness firsthand how an idol can become a multidisciplinary artist. Although the details of the story are still under wraps, sources say the film will explore themes of loneliness, self-discovery, and the relationship between art and modern human identity. Themes that are very much in line with Taehyung's introspective and mysterious side that has not been revealed much on stage. Interestingly, Taehyung also formed a small team consisting of young artists, writers, and new composers who are not yet known to the public. This proves that Taehyung not only wants to create work for himself, but also provide a stage for new voices in an industry that often only revolves around big names. Technically, the film will use IMAX cameras, practical visual effects, not full CGI, and Park Chan-wook's cinematography, which always emphasizes symbolic realism. Taehyung was also involved in the selection of colors, set design, and overall visual style. In an old interview, Taehyung once said, "I wanted to make something that can be felt even without dialogue." And now, those words have come true. Sources say that Jimin and Jungkook have watched a short draft of the film and expressed high praise. There is even speculation that one of the BTS members will make a cameo appearance in the film. The project will also be released as an exclusive soundtrack album, featuring V's distinctive voice combined with classical and electronic music. This is not just a movie. This is a total experience. What HYBE is doing is not only supporting, but even expanding their business scope into the realm of cinematic visuals. If this project is successful, it is possible that there will be more films from other BTS members, even series or documentaries with an artistic approach. As soon as this rumor spread, hashtags like #TaehyungProject and #HYBSSupportV immediately started trending on Twitter. Armies are calling this an important step in proving that K-pop idols can be more than just entertainers. They can be changers of global culture. It's not just about V's career. One fan wrote on the forum, "It's about how K-pop is entering a new chapter as an artistic and cultural force." For years, K-pop has been known for its near-perfect formula: catchy music, stunning choreography, eye-catching visuals, and massive, agency-controlled productions. But with this project, Taehyung seems to be saying, It's time for us to not just be products of the industry, but also the owners of our own narratives. What Taehyung is doing isn't just a film experiment. It's a subtle form of resistance to the unwritten boundaries of the Korean entertainment industry. And what's even more surprising, HYB is facilitating the move. It's a strong signal that Korean entertainment companies may be moving in a more progressive and bold direction in giving their artists space to express themselves. It didn't take long for the project to catch the attention of international media. Several major outlets like Variety, The Guardian, and Vulture began referring to Taehyung as the face of K-cinema evolution. Critics say Taehyung's move could open new doors for other K-pop idols to explore the world of film in a more personal and authentic way. Many independent producers from Europe and North America are starting to consider a similar approach, partnering with multi-talented artists with global fan bases, not just actors, but also musicians, visual artists, and even young writers. Will this change BTS? Among ARMY themselves, this project has sparked a lot of discussion. Some are asking, is this the beginning of each member's journey towards a completely different solo path? Does this mean that BTS's glory days as a group will slowly shift to the glory days of each member individually? But many also see this project not as a farewell, but as a form of evolution. BTS is no longer just a boy band. They are a cultural movement. And Taehyung is expanding the territory of that movement into new areas: film, art, and even cultural identity politics, social media, and hidden clues. Interestingly, since this rumor surfaced, fans have begun analyzing Taehyung's old posts on Instagram and Twitter. Some have noticed that since the past few months, Taehyung has started posting photos with a cinematic feel, dark tones, full of symbolism, as if they were already visual teasers of the film he is designing. Even his interactions with Peggy Go and Joe SJ on social media are now considered Easter eggs that only became meaningful after this news broke. This creates the enthusiasm typical of the BTS fandom, a combination of art, mystery, and collective investigation. What can we expect next? A source from within HYB said that the filming process will likely begin later this year, with a target release of late next year or early 2027. This film is not only targeted for Korean cinemas, but also in festival formats and international distribution through premium streaming platforms such as Netflix, Prime Video, or even Apple TV+. Of course, with this scale, speculation about possible awards has begun to emerge. Some observers believe that if the project is successful, Taehyung could become the first K-pop idol to be officially selected at an A-class international film festival. And if that happens, he will not only be noted as a K-pop icon, but also as a pioneer of cross-genre cinema from Asia. The deeper meaning of this project. For Taehyung, this project is clearly not just about proving his abilities or establishing artistic credibility. It is a form of deepest expression of who he really is, an artist who always exists between the worlds of imagination and reality, between the splendor of the stage and the silence of the heart. He has always been known as the most unpredictable member of BTS, the most calm, but also the most meaningful in every movement. So when he took full control of the cinema project, it was no surprise. It was a continuation of a long journey that has been seen so far in his solo songs, short videos, and art photographs. With everyone involved, HYB, Park Chan-wook, Peggy Go, SJ's Joe, and of course, Taehyung himself, this project is definitely not an ordinary one. It's a big statement that art, music, film, and cultural identity can be united in one piece of cinema that transcends traditional boundaries. And when the film is released, we won't just be witnessing the work of an idol, but an artist in complete control of the stage, the screen, and his own heart. Until then, K-pop news will continue to be your place to get exclusive updates on this project and Kim Taehyung's incredible journey. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe so you don't miss out on the next one.